Thunder getting settled in. Inside. On the wings, KCP and Josh Smith. And it's Jennings, and it's strong, athletic.
You can guard either threes or fours, which gives your defense a lot of options.
And Smith, a terrific shot block. His great athleticism making an impact every time he steps on the floor.
Yeah, just a guy that he'll give you some highlight reel, too.
Now here's Jennings. Feeds it to Monroe. Tipped away from past the arc. Jennings can't get it to go. Now here's Durant. Here's Jackson, and they cash in right away with a quick shot. Jackson's got 5. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points. Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Boy, nice bucket. They are really playing intelligently here.
And even though the lead's not large, they've definitely got the upper hand.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Jennings dishes to Smith. And here come the Thunder again. Oklahoma City with a fast break. Nice house and determination that time. And hard to get to the rim.
You know he can bounce. Right there, an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a pass to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense.
The Pistons have gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. Jennings kicks to Drummond. Pass to Caldwell Pope. He dishes it to Jennings. In low to Monroe. 6 to shoot. Durant in the corner. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Pretty impressive. 5 straight makes to start this game.
For the Pistons, it's been a slow start here. Looking for their first basket of the game. Westbrook against Jennings. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
You know, you could tend to think of the Thunder as a top-heavy team with the all-stars they have, but they actually get a lot of production from their bench, which makes them a championship-caliber team.
Here's Jennings to stop the run, and he sinks the layup.
Now we'll see if that shot breaks things open a little bit. It's been a slow start.
Hopefully that gets them on the right track here, Steve.
This Thunder team was very deep last year, as you said. They were 3rd in the league, Steve, in bench minutes played.
And even though the bench wasn't really carrying the offensive load, so they were good defensively, and they kept things close. Really, all they needed to do was eat minutes, and they did that a lot last year.
And here's Jennings following Russell Westbrook's 3. Jennings passes to Drummond. Jennings kicks to Caldwell Pope. Gonna count. Goaltending, the official call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
The Thunder leading by 10. Westbrook with it. He has 5. Outside Jackson. Passes to Westbrook. 5 to shoot. Ibaka in the post. He's against Smith. Drummond with the block. And here comes the break. Stolen by Durant. And here's the fast break. Durant pinned away and finished off by Perkins.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
Pistons trail by 12. Got a piece of it. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Monroe dishes to Smith. Smith drawn the double team, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Well, supposedly, Kevin Durant, a.k.a. KD, enjoys playing NBA 2K prior to every game as a way to loosen up and kind as an informal scouting report for the other team. That guy just soaks up all the basketball he can get. Keep listening, KD, and keep playing.
Monroe against Westbrook. Outside Durant, the three. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one. 1:56 left in the first. Outside Jennings. In the corner, Smith with it. Here's Drummond, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Westbrook can't get it to go.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Poked away. Here's Jackson, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up on the strength of a great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Perkins. Allison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Lamb in there for Russell Westbrook. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Jerebko's checked in for Andre Drummond. Butler comes in for Smith. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Meeks, good. .59 seconds left to play in the first. The Thunder leading by 11. Outside Jackson. Fires the three. And the Thunder another three.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
And here's Augustine following Jeremy Lamb's three. Monroe, no good.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
Augustine, that's good. 20 seconds left. Here's Jackson. 9 points in the game so far. He feeds it to Morrow. From deep three-point range, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Thunder lead by 12. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Thunder.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
The Thunder leading by 12.
Well, it's been a while since Motor City has seen the playoffs on the basketball court, and it just appears as though they've been stuck in neutral the last few seasons.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Oklahoma City right now, Jeremy Lamb out there with Anthony Morrow. Then there's Nick Collison, and then there's Steven Adams, and it's Jones in at the small forward position. Here's Augustine, following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. The kick outside to Butler. They get it back. Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Got that one up quick. And the Thunder lead by 16.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
The Pistons shooting at 46%, making some buckets. With Detroit, as you said, haven't made the playoffs since 2009. And Steve, over the last few years, just stuck near the bottom.
And they've been, kind of a treadmill team. Good enough to not be dead last, but not bad enough to get a really high pick. And they tried to change it via free agency, so we'll see how it goes.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Adams. Durant comes in for Nick Collison. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Lamb.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist totals. I mean, they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, there's no doubting that center Steven Adams came to the league ready to rumble. As Kendrick Perkins put it, he acts like he grew up on the farm chasing hogs. But Adams said it had more to do with growing up playing rugby. He said it was, quote, a combination of that and trying to survive against my brothers and sisters. Keep in mind, he's the youngest of 18 siblings, Kevin.
He doesn't mind taking some licks, Doris. He just keeps coming. Thank you. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Perry Jones, back at Baylor, once considered a top prospect. 6'11", rangy athlete with some guard skills. His stock has maybe fallen a little bit, but the Thunder took a flyer on him late in the first round back in 2012. Still a work in progress, but plenty of potential.
Ibaka comes with the double team, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
12 seconds of the shot.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And Perry Jones, Clark, has the makings of a dangerous face-up four.
Yeah, he sure does, Kevin. I mean, his shooting is much improved in year 2 in the league. His rebound rate has left a bit to be desired at this point. But I think he's going to have to up the rebounding total to get more consistent minutes.
Westbrook, that's good. And a nice assist from Durant. And it's 7 points for Russell Westbrook.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Now here's Jennings. He's got 6, and he gets it to go.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Westbrook against Jennings. Now here's Westbrook. D right on him. To the left wing.
Everybody knows that the Thunder are a good offensive team, but the reason why is they have such balance offensively. They can put the ball in the basket a number of different ways from a number of different spots.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The Thunder leading by 20. Here's Morrow. And that one's good. Morrow's got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, passing the ball well on the perimeter has really opened things up offensively for this club.
Steve, it makes the game easy. I mean, 10 straight points off assist. That's impressive, but it's easy when you move the ball.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
And here's the break. Here's Ibaka. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Oh, this is getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this run going much longer.
I tell you what, Steve, it's already lasted longer than I thought possible.
So it's Detroit now, following the score by Oklahoma City. From the top of the key, good on the jump shot. Ibaka's got 6 points.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Yeah, well, 10 of their last 12 points have come off of assists.
Now here's Jennings. 8 points for him. Knocked loose. Westbrook drives.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't
come
remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw one.
Oh, man, that was just amazing.
And it's Josh Smith with the finish.
Is there another player out there capable of moves as stunning as that?
A handful at the most. He is an elite company.
He's a guy that causes excitement just by walking into the building.
Off his foot, and the refs whistling a kick ball. A different look for Oklahoma City. Perkins comes in for Jones, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Anthony Morrow.
Hello. What are you up to? Noise.
Also making some changes. Kyle Singler's checked in for Martin, and it's Bynum in for Caldwell Pope. Durant with the steal. For the finish, rips down the breakaway slam.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
He is capable, Clark, of some incredible athleticism.
And we just got a chance to see it on full display right there.
Well, you got to love a point guard who can finish like a power forward.
Jennings with the bucket.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
Bynum against Westbrook. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
So much has been made about whether this is Durant's team or Westbrook's team, but in reality, I think it's both of their teams. I mean, Durant does what he does. He's an elite scorer, as is Westbrook. They couldn't be the team they are, the Thunder, without both of those guys being excellent and leading the way they do.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Collison's out there. And then for Detroit, Greg Monroe. He's checked in for Drummond. Urebko comes in for Smith. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Brandon Jennings. They get it back. Monroe. And it's blocked by Perkins. And again, Oklahoma City running the court in transition. And the shot is good. And that's 11 points for Kevin Durant.
Boy, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Bynum against Westbrook. Augustine passes to Bynum. Singler with a screen on Collison. Scooped up. And Monroe kicks to Urebko. The pass to Singler. That's in, coming off the assist from Bynum. Now Collison. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Boy, ends the quarter with a dead-eye 3 as the buzzer sounds.
They had that set up, I think, Steve, and he timed it perfectly.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Thunder out in front, delivering the blowout. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Well, Westbrook has been great. 15 points and 2 steals as well. What touch he's got out there. He's hardly missed anything.
Well, they've got to do anything they can to keep the ball out of his hands.
Oklahoma City's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. On the court for the Pistons, Josh Smith and Greg Monroe at the 3 and 4. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Jennings. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Jennings, following the score by Serge Ibaka. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And it's Perkins with the jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
Here is Jennings, following the score by Oklahoma City. And it's Smith missing.
Well, the problem was clear for Detroit last year. They just didn't shoot the ball very well. Not at the free throw line or from deep, and they just didn't have the floor spacing to be able to run a solid offense.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, it's been really sloppy out there.
I understand that they're trying to be aggressive, but still, I mean, you can play fast but still play efficiently, but they're not doing that right now.
Well, that was a dynamic two-hand dunk there.
Right in the face of the defender.
That was a tough, gritty finish.
The wide open look here for Ibaka. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
You know, and being able to knock down threes and get to the free throw line and make free throws so crucial, especially in how the game is played now. Shooting is so important. No wonder Detroit struggled like they did, because they lack perimeter shooting.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
Yeah, this team is really looking to get out and run.
Here's Jennings. Here's Monroe. From 6 feet out, he nails it. Monroe's got his first bucket in this one. Thunder have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. You guys mentioned the Pistons' shooting problems last year. It's not an easy fix to do that from within.
Well, that's true. I mean, you can make some tweaks, but shooting is a skill that's pretty static in the NBA. I don't know how they're going to address it this year, but the Pistons must find a way to improve.
Here's Smith, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Durant's got...
Oh, ridiculous. Tore it down that time.
I love the flow that they've been playing with offensively tonight. This is an impressive performance.
Well, and that lead they have just continues to grow and grow.
Jennings against Westbrook. The drive by Smith. Perkins pulls it in. Perkins got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
Yeah, they have not let their guard down one bit in the paint.
Here is Jennings, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Jennings dishes to Monroe. It's back to Jennings. And it's 6 points here for Drummond. Well, Thunder have gone an unbelievable 8 of 8 shooting since halftime. Must have been some kind of pep talk in that locker room. And Ibaka kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Perkins, and stolen by Drummond. Now Detroit moving it up. Smith, no luck.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
And the Pistons with possession here.
Well, with the way that Kevin Durant has improved over the last few seasons, you have to wonder if he has even yet peaked as a player. Scary to think, but there's still some room for growth. I think he can get stronger and develop a better low post game.
They're running. Ball going up court. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, man, they are just putting the hammer down right now.
Defensively and offensively, it has all been working for him today.
Jennings with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. And the officials call the foul, reaching out and committing the intentional foul here, and his teammates are baffled.
Yeah, everybody's kind of looking at him like, what are you doing? I mean, I think he just lost track of the situation.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Perkins. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Reggie Jackson. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Russell Westbrook. .132 left in the third. Here's Lamb. Soft touch off the glass. Lamb's got 7 points.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
Oklahoma City's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Again, Oklahoma City.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Here's Meeks, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
17 seconds on the shot clock. 17.
On defense, the Thunder. Augustine, and it's blocked. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Durant's running, and the basket by Moore.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
It's stolen by Adams. Oh, and the jam by Lamb. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Yeah, that is Showtime stuff right there. Major highlight reel material.
And Detroit has possession. The Thunder making the shot. Monroe's shot is good. Monroe's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Outside Durant. Lamb passes to Durant. Up in time. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Woo-hoo-hoo, Kevin. They're firing on all cylinders. That shot caps a nice run going into the final quarter.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Thunder out in front, running away with it. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This was such a pretty pass, Kevin. Beautiful assist, and of course it turned into the easy basket, but just a gorgeous play there.
The Pistons shooting 43% from the floor. Jones is out there with Nick Collison. Then there's Anthony Morrow. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Now here's Bynum. Great D that time from Collison.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
And it's Detroit's ball. Drummond sets the screen for Bynum. Here's Martin. That's good, and it's Bynum with the assist. Bynum's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
Now here's Lamb. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Well, you look at Jeremy Lamb, physically 6'5", almost a 7-foot wingspan. Jumps well. He's got all the tools to be special at both ends of the floor.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Adams. And it's Jackson in for Anthony Morrow.
And for Lamb, really the only physical knock is that he needs to continue to get stronger, get friendly in that weight room. He's still under 200 pounds, and his high center of gravity means he can tend to get pushed around a little bit, but that's nothing that strength won't eliminate. So the weight room has to be his friend.
They get it back. Now here is Martin. Defense is right there. Kicks it to Singler. Back to Martin. Left side, Martin. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Another miss by Martin. And Jeremy Lamb, Steve, sort of a late bloomer. He didn't become a starter until his senior year, in fact, in high school.
Yeah, he was lightly regarded, and even in his 2 seasons at UConn, he battled inconsistency at times, but solid start to his NBA career. Good size and length and shooting ability.
The Pistons have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Bynum dishes to Drummond, uses both hands to slam it down.
It's a good thing he showed up today, because without him, this team would be in big trouble.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. He tries for 3, and the Thunder another 3.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Poked loose. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. That's not as easy as it made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary for him.
Oh, you know it. The guy can climb the ladder, can't he? Well, I think the NBA is in a great place with all the young talent in the league right now. We see players coming in not just with potential, but a willingness to learn and work. Really impressive to see.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Jackson against Bynum. On the wing, Singler. Back to Bynum. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play.
Now here's Bynum. Dishes it to Urebko. Outside, Martin. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Lamb.
Turnovers really weren't part of the story here. Defense paying instant dividends. Fast break basket.
Yeah, that transition was immediate. Didn't waste a second getting out on the break.
The drive by Bynum. Here's Drummond. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Man, he shows us he knows how to finish with a flourish.
And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Jackson. Again, Oklahoma City.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. It's Bynum with the drive. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
The height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
And the basket by Jones.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Now here's Bynum. No good off the front iron.
He's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Here's Perkins. Good, and the assist goes to Collison.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just total obliteration. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Thunder.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That's certainly...